You know, if you were a guy, I'd just pick you up and toss you aside.
Yeah, well, I am not a guy.
Yeah, well, I noticed. What I'd really like to do is just shake some sense into you. You know, we really had a really good thing going, Whitney. We belong together.
I just really wish you'd stop saying that.
Okay. Okay, I'll stop saying that. For now, if that's gonna make you happy. But just so you know, I'd do whatever it takes to bring us back together.
I need to ask you something.
Shoot.
And by saying this, I'm not saying that I would do this. But if I do say that I would go back to you, if you didn't show Ethan the tabloid before the wedding, would you do it?
Well, you're asking a tough question here, okay? I mean, look, Ethan's been a good friend to me, and I haven't had many friends in my life.
Would you do it, Chad?
If I said yes, it's not saying that I'm going to, all right? Just what if? Would you definitely come back to me?
Look, this was just so silly. I should have never even said anything. The only thing I really care about is that we do not leave this office unless you leave the tabloid and the email behind.
You're really serious, aren't you?
I've never been more serious, Chad.
Well, Whitney, you know you're like defeating your own purpose, right? I mean, if we stay here, we will eventually get caught and possibly arrested. The tabloid's gonna hit the newsstands and Ethan's gonna find out the truth about Teresa anyway. So either way you look at it, it's a lose-lose situation.
This is so romantic. It's like something out of a fairy tale.
That's because our life is going to be a fairy tale. We are going to live happily ever after.
Are you sure nothing's going to get in the way of our happiness?
I'm positive. Everything is going to be perfect.
Ethan, I can't wait to say I do. I just wish that Father Lonigan would walk up and marry us right this second.
Why do I get the feeling that you still think something is going to get in the way of our marriage? Look, don't worry. That fortune cookie doesn't mean anything.
I just remembered you never read your fortune cookie.
I don't need to. I already know my future is full of happiness.
Oh, come on. Read it. For me.
Okay. When you look at me like that, I cannot refuse you anything. You got your greatest wish. Now your next wish will come true.
That one's not bad at all.
I told you there's nothing to worry about.
Well, I know my next wish is for us to be together forever. So what's your next wish?
There isn't anything else that I want to wish for. I already have you.
Well, there must be something else that you want.
Well, come to think of it, there is one thing.
Look, you better start giving me some answers. How do you know my wife's name? And why are you stalking her? Hey, maybe you didn't hear me the first time. What do you want from my wife?
I'll reveal why I'm here, but not to you. I'll only talk to your wife. Just me and Grace. Alone.
What are you, nuts? I wouldn't let you anywhere near my wife.
I want to find out what's going on. I'll talk to him.
Don't even think about it. You know what kind of psycho this guy is.
Look, don't worry. I wouldn't even consider it. Just trying to figure out what his angle is. Now, you told my wife earlier her name was David. Is that true? Yes. David. Luis, get David out of my sight. Book him.
You got the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed for you.